Tula Software has built one of the most powerful payments and registration systems available on the internet. Using our system, you can handle payments and registrations without requiring your students to log in or creating an account with Tula Software. You can require payment in order to register or choose not to require payment for registration. And you can, of course, enable account management for your students who want it. With each of these different methods of interacting with the system, your students will have a different experience based on whether they're logged in or logged out, and whether you have chosen to turn registrations on or off, and whether you have chosen to require payment in order for a student to register. The most basic setup is for registrations not to be turned on at all. In this case, students simply see your calendar and they see the events and the time of the event and the instructor that will be teaching the event. Depending on whether you place the calendar widget in a full-size container or a narrow container, your students will receive one of the two following views of either a full calendar or a daily agenda view. When you turn registrations on but you don't require a payment, students can easily sign up and register whether they are logged in or logged out. If they are not logged in and they click the sign up link, they will simply see a short form with the first name, last name, and email fields for them to fill out, and once they complete that, they will be registered for class. Of course, if a student is logged in, we will know who they are, and they will simply need to confirm their sign up by clicking the Register Now link. The other option you have at your studio is to require payment in order for someone to register. For the experience of logged out students and new students, when you require payment in order to register, when they click the sign up and pay link, they will either have the option of logging in or paying without logging in. For students who have never been there before, they will of course proceed to pay without logging in. By clicking this link, they'll be prompted with a payment form while remaining on your website. They will be presented with the pass options that they can purchase, and once the purchase is complete, they will be registered for the class that they registered for. And if they purchased a pass with more than one credit, they will also have the option of registering for additional classes. Now, when a student is logged in, we of course know who they are. And so if they have enough credits on file in order to register for a class, they simply will click sign up and pay and they will be registered. For them, the experience would not really be any different than if payment was not required. If they already have credits on file and they are available to be used, it is still a single click sign up process for these students. Now, in the event where students are logged in, but they don't have available credits for the event that they want to attend, then they too will be prompted to make a payment when they go to register. Since they're already logged in though, they won't need to give us information about themselves, and if they have a credit card on file, they will be able to use that credit card on file when they make their purchase. Once the purchase is complete, here again, they will see a confirmation that they have been registered for the appropriate class. Now, of course, the other way students can interact with your system is via our mobile applications or your studio's custom mobile application. In this event, the experience is generally the same. If registrations are off, there is no sign-up link, and if you turn registrations on and you require payment, or if you don't require payment, in both cases, the students will see a register button. In the event a student attempts to register for a class that requires payment and they don't have enough credits on file, they will simply be prompted with an error message letting them know that they need to make a purchase. Because the iPhone experience is only available for logged in students, there is not a logged out experience to consider, other than everyone can always view your schedule at all times. And lastly, we have a payment form. This payment form allow students to make a purchase of any pass that you sell at your studio. And if they are logged out, they simply fill out their name, their email address, and a credit card number. And if they are logged in, they can choose to either use a credit card that is on file, or they can choose to add a new credit card on file. Once the payment has been completed, students are able to register for any class that the pass they purchased is valid for. They can register for up to as many classes that the pass allows them to use. Once they've registered for the class, they receive a confirmation, and their registration and their payment is complete. All of this leads to a powerful and easy-to-use payments and registration system that is completely frictionless. Optionally require payment at the time of registration or leave registrations open, and importantly, give existing students account access without blocking new students with a lengthy account setup process. And all of this is only available with Tula Software.